Hi there and welcome back to another video. So I was thinking about what should be the topic of the next video, and after thinking for a bit, self-judgment is a very nice thing to talk about. You know what? Let's just take a step back and talk about judgment first. Consciously, I have stopped judging people, and there is certain reason for that, because if I talk about the origin of judgment, then personally I never liked people judging me without even knowing me 100%. Like, they don't even know the purpose of my work and the reason why I do certain kind of stuff. They just assume some things, and based on that they form their opinions, which is mostly negative and conflicting to my ideas. So I just thought that if I don't like people judging me, then I'm just going to do the opposite. Like, I'm going to stop judging people. So that's how it started. There's a philosophy by Mahatma Gandhi. It goes like, be the change you want to see in the world. So if I do not like the judgment of people, I'm going to start it with myself, and I am going to stop judging people. There's a slight shift where we embrace the understanding mindset. Like, we really want to know the other person's perspective. When we get to know their perspective, we understand the motive and the reason behind their action. Let me talk about two things here: expectation and control. So, just imagine how hard it is to change yourself. Right now, just think how foolish it is to expect that from someone else. I know you want to do something and you just fail to do it consistently. There's no bad thing in that. I do it myself too. But you know what I mean. It is very hard to change ourselves. So, why are we just expecting other people to change for us when we can't even change for ourselves? Right? You need to understand that apart from you, everybody else, including your parents, is an NPC. You just cannot control them. They will do their things, just let it be. You do your own stuff. I really like this quote by Dale Carnegie, and he says that even God doesn't propose to judge a man till his last days. Why should you and I? I mean, this is such a deep and very thought provoking concept. We don't even take a second to judge people. Then there is God, who does not judge a person till his last days. Think about it. If you think about this deep enough, then a neutral perspective will grow inside of you. And I think that is very important for intellectual growth. By following Mahatma Gandhi's and Dale Carnegie's philosophy, what has happened with me is that I have become better at understanding people, and I have become more optimistic. And you know what? Kindness has increased within me. I have gotten better at not judging people, and this thing has really helped me in talking to every person with the most natural way possible. If we have preconceived notion regarding something, then from a first argument and a first conversation, a first dialogue, it reflects in us, which the other person can also feel. I don't think that is very appreciating in building rapport and building trust. But hey, within all these good things, one not slight but big bad thing was also happening, which I didn't even realize. So, in the part of judgment, I have gotten better at not judging people, which is a very good thing. But I forgot that I am also a man, and if I apply the philosophy that even God doesn't judge a person till his last days, why should you and I? Well, I am that person too. I should not be judged too, right? So now that I am not judging anyone outside, I am judging myself way too harshly. And it was something that I was not realizing that I was doing. Like, I was my worst critic. Since I have understand this, I'm now working on this, and I'm now changing it. And I think that this thing will resonate with most of you as well, because you know what? The reason you don't have self confidence is because of your negative self talk. Your self critic is stopping you from being confident. Just think about asking a girl out. Without even approaching, you self reject yourself. You wouldn't have a chance, or you wouldn't be able to get her number, or something like that. Why is that? Why you're not believing in yourself? Like, you can get her number. Why is that? You would give advice to your friend like, hey, it's your life. You only live once. Just take your shot. What's the worst thing that can happen? She won't give your number, right? But you won't have any regrets. Why are you not saying that to yourself? That explains and that proves that you are a bad critic to yourself. This needs to change, guys. This needs to change ASAP. So, how? How can it be changed? The first step is acknowledging that you are a bad critic to yourself, and you need to be more optimistic and positive and hopeful and forgiving to yourself too. If someone else makes a mistake, you forgive him. But if you make a mistake, you repeat it 1,000 times in your mind. It's funny how silly mistake I was making all this while. So let's reframe the lesson now. The lesson was never just not judge people. It was about not judge anyone, including you. Most importantly, you. If I talk about the final shift, then so the most important thing we need to learn is not to judge ourselves so harshly, because growth comes from, first of all, awareness, and then second of all, patience. Those things are very important in growth. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's a smile. But yeah, this is it. First of all, you are a human, just like everyone else. It's your first time living here, it's your first time experiencing things. It's okay to make mistakes. We all do. It's okay. Don't take yourself too seriously. I think now I understand why one of the most successful actors say that they do not take themselves too seriously. Because the moment you do not take yourself very seriously, you won't critic yourself that much. And that will give rise to your confidence, which is a good thing, I guess. I hope you take care of yourself, and I will meet you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.